Jacob Palmer here. Um, I'm sorry if I was out for quite some time, but it was all because I was a little bit sick, both physically and spiritually. So, other than that, I think some of you Aquarius out there, depending on the whole title that we have, you Aquariuses could end up being going through some kind of sick phase. Um, Either the point after we did our last live or currently. But anyway, we got Heroic here. Thank you for being Heroic. Also, I'm going to turn off the background noise real quick so you guys can hear me better, just based on the roughness of my voice right now. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So, anyway, if anybody else is joining in, feel free to comment down below. Just so we can know how much audience we got today. Also, I do have some cards laying out from a personal reading that I did. So anyway, I'm going to move that real quick. Anyway, thank you very much. Not just you, Heroic, being here, but also anybody else that is in the middle of joining in right now. Either in the aftermath or during the live feed. So if anybody is curious about what the title is, it is going to be a Aquarius reading. So if you are an Aquarius or a binge watcher of our channel, feel free to join in. Or if not, if you're neither and you are a brand new incomer of our channel, feel free to join on in. See what our channel's like. Yeah. Anyway, somebody could be going through some kind of stage where it could be like somebody's trying to prevent you from saying something, or maybe is like kind of just like energetically holding you off, going like, don't say this, don't express this. I'm getting somebody could be trying to prevent you from stating a truth, preventing you from saying something that is honest and deep to heart. So I feel like somebody past that person should be able to lend you a hand with saying or stating this truth. But I feel like this this person that has been preventing you, I feel like they're trying to persuade you elsewise. So there's a little bit of a hidden fight going on. Hence the angels versus demons fight right now, if any of you resonate with this. So anyway, no further ado, let's go ahead and get into our reading. So then we can see not only for what the cards come out to be, but also to see what intuition shows up for you guys. And also, if you guys are showing up in our live, feel free to comment down below, maybe even show us some support, send some likes. Do whatever you like to that is in connection to your field of energy about this live. Yeah. And let's see not only with what our intuition comes through, but maybe even just like visuals, what comes through with the cards, or maybe even some discrepancies about the cards that I would like to express for our Aquariuses, not just today, but the stages ahead. Let's see. Okay, cool. We're getting some good cards now. Yeah. So we got 4 cups starting off. So somebody could be in the past holding off, trying to prevent, like I said in the beginning of our live, somebody's trying to prevent a move forward. Somebody's trying to prevent this cup to go in towards you. It's like, kind of just like it's like it's giving me like you have a set target for what cup you want to receive, and it's like God is completely 100% on faith with you, but it's like then there's this devil who's trying to jump in and is trying to avert that and give you some other cup. So it's like that could be possibly for, if not some of you, maybe a good amount of you Aquariuses out there, where some of you guys could be trying to surpass some kind of evil intent person out there. And it's not just trying. I feel like you are also as well making the moves towards it in terms of trying to surpass even the fields of what this evil person is doing. So you Aquariuses are doing really good lately. Not just what is going on right now, but also what had been going on for a long time now. So it's like if you guys aren't dealing with this situation since the past, you guys could currently be dealing with this right now in the current day, where it's like you guys may have gotten to the stance where it's just like, if you guys have seen, geez, what was that? It's like 2001, 2003 movie. Where, oh, I hope you guys are here. I had a phone call come in, but anyway, to make sure you guys heard everything that I got to you guys, it's kind of like if you guys remember a movie where it's like there's this actor who was Poseidon, I think. I'm trying to remember what the name of that character was, where he's like he swings through the head of Medusa. Not Perseus, but you know, if you guys can remember it, let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, we got JV VL. How are you? Thank you for being here. How do I say Espanol? Poquito. Poquito. So, I might put in some like a few Spanish words in, but it's not going to be enough to have a full-on sentence or anything like that. So yeah. Um, anyway, um, somebody could be dealing with some kind of um, like torturing device of some sort, where it's like you could be seeing somebody, shift in, trying to um, kind of like swing around chains, or trying to like do something that is just completely negative. This is somebody who's just like, um, they walk down a hallway and they start carrying around an evil laugh with them. It's like they walk down the hallway and they're like, ha 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 ha, ha. And it's like going down the hallways, and you're just like, why am I hearing this, and why am I here? But that could be something that this person is trying to push on you. Gangnam Style is here. How you doing? Gangnam Style is like, what? So that could be just a little bit of a notion or some kind of mention for some of you guys that either sees this person in line, like you see them directly, or it's like somebody who's just like uh, getting cranky and getting fist tightened. Somebody that's going like, oh, I ought to go after that Aquarius. You know, it's that type of person, like somebody who was the very first to snap. Somebody that's going like, oh, ooh, I gotta get that Aquarius. Like that type of person. Like you gotta know that there are people out there that wish Aquarius harm more than good. You know, where it's like, you know, the Miss or Mister, you know, good old innocent shoes type person, and then all of a sudden once they hop out of their shoes, they become complete chaos. They become complete like guilty faced, like somebody that like has a really bad intention. Gangnam Style said, like against the good. Yeah, exactly. For Patapim. Hmm. There are some people that are like that, that do that. It's like they they're like they got this little like interior, what you call it, interior vendetta up against people. It's like they are just walking casually, and then all of a sudden you walk by and you're just like, what are they doing? And it's just like, as you see them, it's like their actions, their face, it's like they are staring at you going like, kind of like little evil faced. It's like they're looking around and looking around, and by the time they see you, they're like they just drop into this evil face. um but yeah, with that being said, then comes the card here. Kingstar, you're confused? Yeah. So the thing is that the reason why I'm here is to knock off the confusion, get rid of the confusion. These evil liars, the evil liars you see, like you see the the lion here. You see the billy goat here. You see the fallen angel here, or cherub maybe. And then you also see like this right here, which is like a eagle that's being posed by this right here. It's like, you know, there's evil that's trying to chase after these beings. And then there's like an inner evil. While there's an outer evil, there's also an inner evil. There's like the poisonous snake. There's the demon. There is the evil Magnamemnon, I think. I'm trying to remember what that was called, but it's like an ancient culture of Egyptian religion, where it's like where Egypt had like made its turn for the worst in the world, where it's like it became really evil. It became very like you know, kind of hacky, choppy, like somebody that's like, you know, cutting away with an axe up against a tree that's fully healthy, you know? And then you see in this middle, you see the middle where it's just like, that is pure essence. That's pure light. It's like everything else around is just like, you know, just fakeness, you know, artificial, things like that. And then you have this energy in the middle where it's like divine. It's natural, you know. Everything else is artificial. Everything in the center is the natural. So that's what the Wheel of Fortune is like. Since there is a wheel here, since there is like lettering inside the wheel, there's T, an A, an R, and an O, and then some like older scriptures that are beside them. It's like in the world that we knew it, it's like, you know, T could be like a T currently of this day. It could be a J. It could be an I. It could be a K. Yeah. And then for some of you guys with the letter O, it could be just O. Maybe even the letter D could be significance. It could be U. It could be maybe even a V. And then with the R, it's like the B, the R, the Q, the P. Let's see here. Anything else with the R? It could even be like, even as much as like N, W, M. When it comes to the R letter. And when it comes to the A, it's like, you know, A, X, Y. It's basically just like any of the remaining letters that hasn't been described yet. So, also we do have Sophie Russell here. Thank you for being here, Sophie. We also got Aaron Ian. How you doing here, Aaron? We have Reza as well. Thank you very much for you guys being here. I'm good. Thank you very much for asking, Aaron. Um, Sophie said, can I date you?" You know, if you're somewhere along the east coast of the United States, then sure, I wouldn't mind that. So yeah. Um, Also, as long with what I had stated about the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune also describes you, Aquarius, being like the most shining type of person you could ever be. It's like you burst through people's energy, and it's just like people could be like shimmering, they could be shaking, um, they could be going crazy, but it's like you are the greatest of storms, where it's like you, you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, all four have the best amount of energy when it comes to um, being pronounceful in this, storm. It's just like these people that are the receptive end of the storm, where it's like the storm is crashing up against them. It's like, these people just don't get it. They don't get what life is and what the truth is, and you know why you, Aquarius, have been picked. Sophie Russell said, "If you was with me, man, that would go a long mile if you like do that. So yeah, I'm not saying it's not more of a swing the block kind of a thing, but it's more of like if you see it within yourself, uh, to be with somebody, then it's it's connected. It's really connected to who you are, the path that you take, things like that. Um, if I was hurting myself, what would you do? So that is kind of just like something that someone else had forged upon you. It's like somebody that is trying to intervene in a connection. If it's in terms of someone in a connection attacking themselves, trying to harm themselves, it means that someone is trying to grasp and get a grip of someone who's already in a relationship. So that's what's going on when it comes to being hurt from these people. I would surely restrain them. Yeah, you know, there's so much people out there who wish to do evil, and I can even state a lot of biblical scriptures to you that are very prominent or prominent prominent in this situation is that in this situation, it's like Jesus had told us that, you know, as much as we move forward in life, know that there will always be an equal number of antagonists in our life, an equal number of rivalry. The people that become our friends also have a similar number to face in foe, in rivalry, you know? When it comes to being loyal to someone very specific, there is, you know, numbers and upon numbers of people who will show themselves as rivals, people that will try to burst upon you, to be evil-minded. So, yeah, yeah. They always say that in the Bible, in the section where they talk about, you know, the whole lifespan of Adam and Eve, they said that Adam knew not to eat that apple on the tree, but yet Eve chose to eat the apple. While Adam was away from the tree, away from Eve, there was someone that showed up that spoke to Eve, telling Eve to eat the apple, that it was going to make them young again. The thing was is that Eve listened to that and went for the apple anyway, believing that figure was the high and mighty God, the Father. But as time went on, it didn't change her to become, you know, younger and younger. It made her more paler. It made her even more wrinkled than ever. It distorted her, causing the, you know, trueness of both the masculine and feminine sides together to become separate. Hence there being the masculine and feminine. Hence there being the separateness between being a man or male and a woman or female. I did also see you say something heroic. You said, "Hey, I was washing dishes. What did I miss?" So, in the time frame that you stepped out, I started talking about the Wheel of Fortune, about how you know, life can shift around, going from you know, people who align with their you know, fellow or ally a lot more, to more likely falling upon their rival a lot more. And the thing is that, like, if you allow that to happen, your whole entire belief system crashes. So it's like, do not focus on aligning with the things that are outside of the center. Focus on aligning with what is in your center. Focus on aligning what is at your most valuable part of your life. The thing that keeps you to move forward. Because there are going to be people out there who will toss you off, tell you that you're lesser than who you truly are. So, yeah. Um, Also, Sophie Russell said, "How would you restrain them?" Um, the way of how I would restrain them is that there are going to be people out there who will want to, like flash and things like that. Like do some very shady shit out there. People that are wanting to dabble in the industry, like the people that are just like they have nothing more than just industry, you know. Um, but it's like if you guys know what the industry is and you are in a stance where it's just like maybe you might be doing something a little similar, but you're actually doing something a little more positive than it is negative, then continue doing that. But um, when it comes to the industry, it's like it tosses you off edge. It tosses you into a space that causes you to do more evil than good. And the way of how to restrain them is that it's about, a way of basically just like, even if you have to do this, just like be straight up with them and call them and saying like, hey, look, I'm done. I don't need anything at all from you. It's like a statement of being like, I'm not there for you. You know, the whoever it may be that needs to be restrained. You know, in terms of people that are doing wrongdoing, people that are causing harm and problems. Like it's like in a point where it's just like you tell them to just like even get to the point of like saying back the fuck up kind of a thing. Tell them to leave you the fuck alone. Because the better that you state that, the more that they'll realize that they done fucked up. You know? Anyway, yeah. That's what I'm collecting about that. Is that um, either if you state that out loud, or if they're face to face with you, you have the power to put your hands beside your hips and basically just show dominance. Kind of like do this, or if not, maybe cross your arms and do this. There may be some people who want to stare at you to begin with, but maybe either beforehand or during hand, when the people that give you the evil stare, you have my exception, you have my confirmation to stare at them, to exert dominance, to show that nobody lesser than you is better than you. Because there are so many people out there who are looking at you, whispering about things, gossiping, going like, I'll give you an example of some statements that they might say, where they might veer off and they go like, hey, you see that Aquarius? I think they're plotting something. But the thing is that you, Aquarius, you are multiple steps ahead. You, Aquarius, are at least 7 steps ahead. At least 7 steps. You know? Anyway, our next card is the Fool. This is giving me the energy where it's like somebody could be starting to get that momentum where it's just like it could be A or B. A being the liquid courage, or B, them, getting on their horse and galloping to you. Or if you might put it in modern terms, they get in their car and drive to your house. Or if not, maybe they're like, oh, so Aquarius is over there. Okay. Whew. Like they move around and they're just like, kind of warming up their muscles, kind of like getting themselves ready to drive on out to get to you and say the ultimate truth that they meant to state to you. Yeah. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, that's what I could get from the Fool, is that somebody is literally on their way to you. Somebody is, they're not a fool for going towards you, but they may feel as if they think that they're a fool. It's like they're like in a stance where it's just like, they're like, Aquarius, just tell me that I'm a fool if I'm ever this way. That's what your person could be saying at this point. Is like, they could be saying that they're telling you, they're going like, Aquarius, tell me if you think that I'm a fool for going towards you. That's what this is going as. It's like somebody who's coming towards you and they're like, please tell me that I'm a fool if I am. And then there's also this, the 6 of Pentacles. They're about to express something. They're about to tell something. They're about to say that, say to you, Aquarius, they're about to say like, I'm sorry, I mistakenly gave this to the wrong person. Like, it's somebody who is like coming back after doing something completely wrongful for well over a year. This is at least a year, if not maybe even 5, 10 years, roughly around there. Yeah. And I feel like in this 6 of Pentacles, there is the equilibrium in this picture. You see in that red-robed guy's right arm, there's the equilibrium. He's like holding upon somebody who has blue robes. And then, he's breadcrumbing the person in orange robes. And it's like they they gave the feelings to the wrong person. That's what I'm getting here, is that they're coming over to you saying that they gave something completely wrong to the wrong person. Anything about the here and now for the Aquarius? So in the here and now for you, Aquarius, the current day, it could be like one day in the past, a couple hours in the past, right now, or maybe something that is just about to happen. We got this right here, the Chariot. So this could mean that your person is on your way. The person that you could be spiritually seeing, visually seeing, maybe getting glimpses. It's like this person that you see and you feel, it's like they're coming in, could be crying their head off. They're going like, what can I do to make it up to the Aquarius? They're like rushing over to you. But it's like past that craze, that worry of what they might say to you. They're like, I know I'm thinking about what to say to the Aquarius, but I need to be there now. I need to be to the Aquarius now, or else it's going to be too late. Like it's somebody who is in your past that has done something very dumb. I'm not saying, something that is happening right now, but is something that had been happening in the past. Something that has been happening. Something that they're about to make right between the two of you. You know? Yeah. And look, they're trying to figure out what to do. Should they chase the evil or should they chase the good? Or maybe, if not, chase the good or the evil. It could be that they're chasing after you at this point in time. And it's like the people that are, leading them in a path to you is like one's evil and one is good. This also brings me this also does bring me the energy of the High Priestess, since like the colors of the Egyptian cat creatures over here. The what you call them? The they were the statues of Giza, where it's like, they're the cat protectors of the pyramid. I feel like one of them is of the good intent and is very inviting, while the other one is very snickerish. Somebody is doing some evil and shady shit, while the other one is being very courteous and kind and helpful. Hmm. Look, your person finally decided. And with that card being out, maybe some of you could be like, they decided. Decided what? What did they finally decide? Well, anyway, this upcoming card after this, and I think the one following, the last two current energy cards after this card will answer your question. So, with this with this in mind, somebody, it could be your person, it could be a third party, but I feel like it's mainly your person. It could be your person that made the decision. Finally made the decision to leave the person that they were, bum rushing towards and heading towards you, Aquarius. Do you see death? So death, it might not be like, death like somebody has been pronounced dead, like um where you see like the doctor on the the TV shows, the movies, or maybe real life doctors where they go like, all right, time of death 3:10 p.m. Or maybe they might say like 15 seconds after 3:12, something like that. Something that's like that, of that nature. um I feel like pretty much all of you Aquariuses have already bypassed that situation of somebody who passed away. So this is more of like someone who is metaphorically, spiritually, mentally, like somebody who had a let go of on a certain type of situation, energy, flow, so on, so forth, you know? So I feel like it's someone that maybe you might have stated where it's like, you told them where it's like, as above, so below, as within, so without, you know? It's like they start to research that phrase, and they're like, they start getting this like actual discrepancy, this actual meaning of what this phrase means, and they're like, oh shit, Aquarius is actually right about this. And that's what made your person actually start following you, actually start listening to you, actually start heading to you, believing you, things like that. And not just like, half believing you where it's like in one ear out the other, but it's more of like in both ears, and it stays and resonates, and um you know kind of reverberates in their energy, you know? So then after all that, after all of what has been said to you, the the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles in the past, the Chariot, the Two of Swords, the Death so far in the current day. The one thing that wraps up the current day energy is the Ace of Swords energy. You Aquariuses, and I will even include me, because since I am a fellow Aquarius myself, I'm a 26th of January baby. So the reason why us Aquariuses are so special is because we were meant for this specific flow of energy. We were chosen. Do you remember, do you guys remember about Star Wars, where Anakin's going like, is going like, you know, I'm sorry, Master. I'm sorry, Master Kenobi. I keep feeling something. There's something is keep coming through my mind and head. And Obi-Wan Kenobi keeps saying, it's because you're the chosen one, Anakin. And times later, like as you move forward in your life, it's like you keep getting visions, you keep getting sights, you still get these like instances, like something is just like nudging you to do something in terms of being this energy to push forward, this energy to take the next few steps, like somebody who is like the leader of this energy, like somebody who knows it all and is being called to do it. When that is said to you, you better trust it. When you're being called to be the chosen, best believe it. It is of the utmost honest, the utmost extraordinary in human life, but also not just an extraordinary in human life, but is God-given in the heavens. It's God-given in the heavens. It's something that God chosen for you. And not just God, also the Son, also the Holy Spirit. They all chose it for you. And with that being said, not only will you ever receive a physical crown for any of you who are in the more royal areas of the world, but also as well, it could be even a spiritual crowning, because we have a permanent crown in our energy field, the crown chakra. But the thing is that when it comes to the crown chakra needs to be ignited. It's the intelligence field of spirituality. It is the neurological structure that comes through not just your body, but your spirit, your belief system, things like that. You know, let's go ahead and see what comes out for the future side for the Aquarius while we're still talking about this entire thing. What I'm collecting about this is that you Aquariuses could be dealing with somebody that is just keep on uproaring. Somebody that is like, from the very basement level, or maybe somebody that's on ground level and is just like very jealous of wanting to be up at around your level. But the thing is that you Aquariuses, you'll never become jealous. Jealous is not of your field, your aperture. Jealousy is for the lower people, the people that are from Virgo all the way over to Aries. Everyone above Virgo, like the Libra, the Scorpio, the Sagittarius, the Capricorn, the Aquarius, the Pisces. Jealousy is out. So anyway, in the future energy, the first card that popped out is this right here. This right here, I am seeing very, very, very specifically at a very, very specific flow. A very specific, aperture of the flow. Somebody is, could be crying in your arms, really upset that they almost lost you. Somebody that was like seconds away from crashing, physically, mentally, verbally, spiritually, metaphysically, things like that. So just know that your person is finally seeding into a space where they will finally live the rest of their life knowing that they got so close to losing the Aquarius. Somebody who was ultimately supposed to be with the Aquarius, but decided to choose someone else until the very point that they made the realization that the Aquarius was truly their person. Somebody who will ultimately, hug you, bury their face into your chest and cry very loudly. Or if not cry loudly, maybe they might bury their head in and tear up really hardly. Or it could be as much as like, they cry right before the moment that they get taken in. If you so choose to do so. You don't have to, but if that is the way that you choose, and so be it. You are God gifted. You have always been chosen. Whatever that gift is, whatever that flow that goes between you and your person is. If you Aquariuses are truly connected with your person and nothing more, or if you Aquariuses are, you know, at the stage now where it's just like, you can't allow this to happen, you know? Because I know there are two sides of the Aquarius where one is an acceptance of their person and the other one is at the point in time where they're done with their person. You know? And I honor that. I honor the Aquariuses who walk away because that means that, the Aquarius person just kept restricting themselves to connect with the Aquarius, kept refraining from talking, from connecting, not just as friends, but including as connecting as partners, relationship, you know, like actual lovers. And I'm sure you Aquariuses know exactly what person is being described here based on the type of people that you all know. You know, it's always been. It's always been thought. It's always been seen. It's always been stated. These these people that are besides your person and you, Aquarius, it's like the people that are in rivalry with you, Aquarius, and even a rivalry with your person. It's like I feel like your person needed to realize how much weight you've been dealing with. They're trying to figure out how much stress has been stressing you, how much people have been trying their very hardest to burden you. And that is why they are, coming to you, or maybe they're in bed with you and it's just like they could be crying their ever loving mind out. It's like they look at you, they start tearing, and they're like, they hug you really tightly, and they're like, they could be going over to you going like I'll never leave you again, Aquarius. Like somebody who just like kept leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving and never having a stance of actually being with you. You know? And that's why a lot of the previous lives that I've been sending out to you, Aquariuses, that there was this one card that was called B. B-E. B. Whereas, for example, like to be, Like somebody was just like, you know, kind of just being like in a stance where it's just like, I gotta look this way to the Aquarius. I gotta look that way to the Aquarius. I gotta look like this to the person that I'm trying to avert away from the Aquarius for. And the thing is that their guides, the archangels, Jesus, Father, the Holy Spirit, they were all going over to your person and they were saying, you don't have to look a certain way to your person. Or you know, even specifically telling them, saying like, you don't have to look specifically away to the Aquarius. Just go as your own self to the Aquarius. That's all that the Aquarius asks, is to show up as your own beautiful, handsome self. Then, after the notion of the Nine of Swords, there's also the Seven of Pentacles energy. The energy where it's kind of just like somebody besides you and somebody that's besides you and your lover. When it comes to this Seven of Pentacles, it's the energy where it's like the third party could be trying to, look around them, trying to feel within themselves, and they're like, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, excuse me, this card right here, this card is the absolute opposite of the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is that all this has been planted and is growing. All that's left is this pentacle right here, this plant. It's on its way to grow. And this person is fretting what to do, trying to figure out what needs to be added, what needs to be put in with that plant in order for it to grow. Because I feel like somebody is in that stance of like their time is growing near. Somebody is possibly worried about passing away, maybe due to that death card in the present day energy. Excuse me. It's like somebody who is looking around, not sure of what to do about this Seven of Pentacles, or maybe not sure of what to do with this death card. And it's just like they are fretting and fretting and fretting when they should be doing, Because the thing is that Jesus, Father, the Holy Spirit, all of them had stated that the only way for you to get something done, to get the flow moving, is that if you do the said scenario. If you move with the energy. Either if you are for it or against it, or somewhere in the middle. is that you do something in motion with it. And when you do that, it'll help you to navigate where to go, you know? But that is in the stance for the people who are completely unsure of what to do. But the thing is for you Aquariuses out there, you Aquariuses know a lot. You Aquariuses know exactly what to do. You Aquariuses know what steps to take. That that guidance, that statement of telling the person that doesn't know, for them to start doing stuff is because their time is running short, whether energetically, physically, mentally, verbally. It's someone who got script flipped it. Somebody who had their script flipped. How you doing, Tree Fitty? Thank you for being here. So anyway, this right here is the next card. And didn't I say earlier when it came to that chariot card how it was reminding me of the high priestess? Here you go now. Here's the high priestess. How there is a black color here and a white color here. Look, it's the exact same alignment. The white with the white lion, or the white lion, the white cat. The white pillar with the white cat. The black pillar with the white with the black cat. You know? That's what's showing up about that. Is that it's kind of like I feel like there needs to be a lot of things said about your connection and person's connection for each other. But I feel like um, besides that, I feel like there's a lot of watchful eyes that are hoping to pry in, hoping to see who's gonna break the first. Anyway, before I tell the uh, other few information about the high priestess, Tree Fitty said, "I'm good, bro. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Cheers." I am doing well. I know you probably didn't see the beginning of the live, but I did mention that my voice is a little hoarse, but it's me getting back from being physically and maybe even a little bit spiritually sick, because I feel like somebody was trying to prevent me from getting this information out to you guys. But I feel like it was very important. It was very helpful to you guys. It was something that had to come out, that had to be shown, that had to be expressed, things like that. So anyway, um, the thing about the high priestess is that there's one specific thing where you guys need to hear something that is behind the scenes of the high priestess. The behind the scenes of the high priestess is silence. It's basically where it's just like when no one talks, when no one says something, that's when silence becomes loud. That's when the quietness shows up the most. That's when um, that's when people tend to like for example, if you guys have seen any recent horror movies where it's like people are going like shh, 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 don't say anything, and it's just like you hear this and you hear this the gargle, the snarl of the sound that the creature makes. It's like, and it's like when all human voice ceases, the monsters come out to play. That's what's coming up. Is that when all human activity pauses, monster activity plays. Then there is this. And when it comes to when the quiet room becomes loud, it's like you, Aquarius, aren't the one who is the one to experience this, or even not just you, but also your person. Both you and your person are not going to be hit by this. But however, a third party is going to continue and continue and continue to be loud to the very point where the monster shows up. And now they have to be quiet. They have to start thinking upon survival. See, right there? Survival. It's survival of the fittest. When it comes to the Five of Wands, it's like somebody who's going somebody who is just like, I'm gonna fight this creature no matter what. And it's just like they're hitting it and whacking it and smashing it and thrashing it and stuff like that. And it's just like this creature is like, as they keep getting hit and hit and hit, they start to, implant their front paws and back paws onto the ground and start to get in the stance of where they can start to, continually take in these beatings, and basically get to the stance of like this creature is pretty much going to be the end of this third person's life, this third party's life, either physically, mentally, spiritually, verbally, however it may be. It's like this creature has their way of dealing with this third party, and that's what's coming up as this end of the Rider-Waite Tarot is describing as. So yeah, anyway, with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into our clarificational cards for each. This is going to be done with the Cosmic Cat Tarot. If anybody of you know that deck, it's a really interesting deck to use. So if you guys are interested, feel free to look them up. Um, what was it? It was Cosmic Cat Tarot by I think it was Izzy. I think it was Izzy who made them, but I could be off on that, depending on if I'm remembering another deck, because I know one of my decks was made by Izzy. So anyway, clarification cards for the past. Can we get that for the Aquarius? All right. So clarification. So we do have the 10 of Swords being the first clarificational card of the entire reading for you guys. Somebody in your person's life, or if not, maybe in your life, when it comes to that very, very painful person, like somebody who just does not want to barge. They finally barge. They finally get hit. They finally get knocked down. They finally cease. They finally stop. That's what the 10 of Swords is about. So somebody could be like with a snap of the finger, stop. That's what these third parties are doing, is like they're doing something but not budging for what God has in store for them, what Jesus has in store for them, things like that. It's just like they forget to check in on their spiritual side, and boom, 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 boom. Like all these other sections of their life start getting attacked, demolished, destroyed, sieged, things like that. It's like their life diminishes or demolishes, you know? And what I'm getting is like I'm getting the picture of the Rider Waite side of the 10 of Swords, where it's like somebody on the ground with 10 swords in their back. So it's like somebody who gets hit over and over and over and over and over and over again, all the way up until the 10th sword goes in. It's like the 10th sword seals the entirety of it. And it's like at the 10th sword, this third party starts to draw their last breath. They're like, and they collapse on the ground fully. You know? Clarificational card for the here and now for the Aquarius. That one? Okay. Those ones, okay. So we got the 3 of Cups. And so this is not like the 3 of Cups in terms of like, you know, kind of like what comes around goes around, but it's more of like in the energy of like confirming the energy that you have been tapping into for a long time now, like something that you have been just seeing, feeling, hearing, tasting, feeling, however it may come up to be. It's like you already knew it, but it's like somebody whether if it's your lover, a very dear friend of yours that is honest to you, comes up to you and states something that has been held behind you for so long by by not just your rival, but also uh, towards your friend's rival. It's like they hold it back until the very moment that they realize it, and they just like come over to you and they say, like, hey, Aquarius, there's something I need to tell you. And they talk all about the Three of Cups. They talk all about it. Following after the Three of Cups, we have the Hierophant. So either if this is somebody who is either kind of like a basic church dweller, church leader, or somebody who is just like church, period, like no spirituality whatsoever. It's somebody who may have gone to church over and over and over again and just did not do anything about spirituality. Because the thing is that Jesus told us before he went, before he himself passed away, to a massive group of people and followers. He said, not only do you follow the cross, not only do you follow me, but you also believe in what is beyond the physical, what is beyond what the physical eye can see, and what your average field of feeling can pick up. Because he told us that it's way more than just, casually walking around, getting groceries or getting gas or, going over to a store to get supplies, whatever those supplies may be, getting clothing, stuff like that. It's like every single object, and that does include humans, that does include animals, that does include anything that is moving and non-moving. There's always life. There's always reception of belief of what is ahead and what is in the here and now, and also overcoming our past. That is what Jesus had taught us. That it's not just the physical life. It's not just the mental life. It's not just the verbal life. It's also the spiritual life as well. Anyway, with all that being said, uh, the clarification card that came after the Hierophant is this card right here, the Eight of Swords. Somebody who is in some kind of initiation. Somebody who's at the very center of this energy. Somebody that has to receive something rather than it is to give something. Or maybe even something where it's like, maybe while they're receiving, maybe it's something that is deep within them that they have to give. Where it's like after they receive, there's something deep within them that they have to give. And that they have realized about it either some point in the past or right now in the current day. But that's what I'm getting so far in this reading. Let's go ahead and see what comes out for the clarification of the future. Anything that would like to be clarified about the future for Aquarius? Okay. Anything remaining for clarification on the future energy for Aquarius? No? Okay, cool. So for the future energy for clarification, we got the Magician. When it comes to the Magician is sparkly, magical, enveloped with energies. Not just negative, not just positive, but I feel like at least both positive and negative. But however, specifics when it comes to the Magician about you, the Aquarius that the reading is about, the Magician is specifically saying you are enveloped with positive energy. You'll always be enveloped with positive energy. And there may be some negative energy that is trying to push in. But the thing is that you stand above that. You are way better than that negative energy. You stand strong. Not courageous, but intelligent. Because the thing is that it's kind of like, do you wanna not know that they're coming in and that you are this brute where it's like you're about ready to face it, and it's either you become victory or defeat in this battle, or if you're intelligent and you actually see this scenario happening before it happens, and you actually do something about it. You actually either choose between, if you want to, avert the pathway of this detrimental energy that's trying to travel toward you, coming from the third party, or maybe, if not a third party, maybe a guilty party. Or if not, maybe this could be, when it comes to you being intelligent, you actually instead have enough energy to actually face it. So, yeah, it goes a long mile a long mile for you guys. And that long mile is meant everything in life. You know? Anyway, we're going to get our oracle cards now for anybody who wants to hear in on that. Can we get oracle cards for the Aquarius on our current situation and mind, flow, energy, so on and so forth? Okay, cool. That one. Okay. Ah, interesting. Yep, somebody's in the stance of gotta always start something. The instigator. Like, look, it's like the dog is just relaxing, and then all of a sudden the cat swings out from the crate and whacks the dog. And the dog's like, hey, I'm not doing anything. I'm just hanging around. And the cat's like, but you're here. Like, you're supposed to be all the way over there. And it's like, you, Aquarius, you're that dog. The cat, however, the cat is the third party. Excuse me. Because, like, in the instigator energy, it's like the third party is like whacking you, trying to start something, just so then they can have you go all the way over there, so then they can watch you. So then they can watch your ass. And you're just like, oh, hell no. You're like, hell to the fucking no. You're like, you better not do such a thing as that. I feel like that. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna pick that card, and once it came out, the card absolutely said it all. Truth. Not just your truth, not just your person's truth, not just this third party's truth, but everybody's truth. I feel like God, I feel like Jesus, I feel like the Holy Spirit, I feel like even you as well, Aquarius, the entirety of Aquarius energy plus the trio. It's like all of you collected are just like staring people down, going like kind of going like this. When is this truth coming out? Kind of just like, you know for a fact that there is a truth to be coming out, but it's like somebody's going like, let's delay it. And then by the time it shows up again in front of their face, they're like, let's delay it. And then they just keep delaying it until the very moment, until the very specific moment where God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the archangels, the guides, you, Aquarius, you're about to fire somebody's ass. You're like, I'm going to file them, I'm going to file them maturely and say like, these people are acting funny. And they're like, these people going like, we're not acting funny, and with like an evil smirk on their face, and you're just like, you know, pointing to them, pointing your thumb to me or me, like you Aquarius, you Aquarius, maybe me specifically as Aquarius, when it comes to my own personal situation, because I am an Aquarius. For any of you that just joined, um, I do want to let you know that it's like, you're like pointing at them, pointing at you, pointing at them, pointing at you, and you're just like, exactly. But it's not like in terms of like you wanting that person, but it's in terms of you um, drawing them out into the open, putting them on the spotlight. Um, somebody's gonna be losing their pay grade. Somebody's been asking for it and asking for it and asking for it and asking for it, and it's just like, somebody's going somebody that keeps saying that to their manager. It's like the manager of that person is like, oh, we'll see about that. And it's just like, as time flies on, more and more and more and more history pops up onto their file. Something that this third party doesn't state to you. This third party doesn't state to your family, to your friends. They state it to their friends, not your friends. And with that being said, maybe there's some things in their file, some things that they've done in the world that is kind of like don't tell anybody kind of a thing. Like somebody that could have done something very shady, like done something out of a horror film where they cut off a limb, where they shoot somebody as they're driving through the streets, or they could be like, they come in with a baseball bat and they're like, batter, swing, and they whack the person. So maybe that could be of resonance to some of you guys, who are dealing with some crazy batshit people out there. So, yeah. Anything remaining that would like to come out for the Aquarius about this situation? That one. I feel like somebody keeps trying to prevent me from stating all this, but I know it is of deep resonance for you, Aquarius, that it is very truthful. Because it's like, as every single cough comes out, it's like it's showing that something that I am picking up into my mind, that I'm picking up into my intellect, my intuition. It's like, these people are like, they're like, no, don't tell Aquarius. But the thing is that you, Aquarius, have to hear it. You have to hear it in order to move on. You have to hear it to move to the next step, to move on towards what's ready for you, Aquarius. Because I mean, like after the truth card, after that truth finally gets settled and is stated, focus. Um, I always remember something that my cousin always would say, like they would do like just for fun, um what you call it, like magician spells, where they're like, okay, hocus pocus, or things like that. But like there was one very specific point in time in their life where some point in time they said focus hocus. So that could be a resonance, word for word, where it's like somebody said focus hocus. Where it's kind of like either it's like diverting you from doing what you need to do, Aquarius, or it could be like maybe you, Aquarius, have been moving very diligently, very highfully in your energy, and it's like um somebody's going like, look, there's hocus energy coming for you. You gotta be careful. Somebody is trying their ever loving mind out to push you aside, to get you away from what you're meant for. You're trying to divert you from your destiny. You know? They're like, don't do it, Aquarius. Don't do it. It's not good for you. But the thing is that you, Aquarius, the energy that you've been for a long time now been directed naturally is the type of energy that you were supposed to be with, that you're supposed to do, that you're supposed to go through. But the energy that is of the hocus energy, that is spell casting. It's like, people that are going like, for example, like the Harry Potter thing where it's like, what was it? It was like abracadabra, or maybe like what was it? It was something that Voldemort would say. It was like abracadabra, and it's like it's to knock you off of your field of energy. But it's like somebody's going like, they're like, watch out, there's something coming in, watch out. But the thing is that you, Aquarius, you are above and beyond this energy. You are above and beyond. You know exactly what to do. You know every single inch of energy of what to do. That's what's special about you. Anyway, coming from the Beyond Lemuria deck. The Beyond Lemuria oracles. What would like to be stated for our Aquarius? Either specifically for the Aquarius, Aquarius's person, and or the third party that is being clarified, let go of, diminished, things like that. what comes through. Those. So we have the sound of the universe. Oh, even better, even better. Look. You see those stars in there? Not only do you see like the energy that is pouring into this, person in the center, that obviously all these people inside the pictures are Lemurians, but it's like, it's like, in this picture, there's energy coming into like the headspace center, the intuition side of their life, their being, but also their stars. So not only is this specifically about you, Aquarius, but it's also as well specifically about your person, Aquarius. Both you and your person. So I feel like somebody could be finally resonating with you. Somebody that kept holding and holding and holding and holding until the floodgates came rushing out. Because I mean, like, look, you see how like everything is all center when it comes to like the flow of her hair. It's like it starts off straight, then it whooshes out off to each end. It's like the floodgates open. Or maybe if not, it could be the energy of like, somebody being at some kind of rodeo, where like somebody opens the gate in a rodeo, and the cowboy cowgirl on the animal is like, bucking up and down, going crazy. And it's like, that's what it's all about. Like like energy's going crazy right now. It's like once they re-tapped into your energy, it was like whoosh. That's what your person is going through. If not now, maybe something that maybe has previously occurred, something that that happened not too long ago, something where it's just like your person realized it all, and they're just like, oh my gosh, is this what my person has been thinking? Is this what my Aquarius has been going through all this time? Is this what the Aquarius has been putting forth? Is this what the Aquarius has been doing all this time? It's like they finally get it into their mind. They finally get it into their skull. They start thinking about it. And they finally realize the reality of it. Next up, we got is alignment. What a interesting surprise here. Didn't I say that they were aligning, coming from the previous card, the sound of universe? Yeah. They start realizing it. They start understanding it. maybe I think right before the alignment had officially occurred, where it's like, you know, maybe you did your alignment and you're already set, you're already put together, but like your person like walked away, and like moments later, like after having a deep realization about you, it's like now they're doing their side of the alignment. It's like look, it's like, you know, you you are floral about the whole alignment, while your person uh, had to be instantly aligned to you. Where it was like, you know, it was a wake up call to your person, like an instant wake up call. And your person was like, you know, seeing every single instant of your energy. And it's just like, okay, I align to that, 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 I align to that. And they're like, oh shit, I align to more of the Aquarius stuff than I align to this other person's thing. And it's just like, that's where the wake up call is, where they finally realize it, finally put the puzzle pieces together, start to really recognize what's going on, you know? Then there is healing. We got Butter. How you doing here? Yeah, I'm very happy for you to be here. Always seeing how our current live is doing, at least. If not, maybe even our other few lives that we put up together in our channel. So, yeah, thank you very much for being here. Um, Also, since you are here, how are you doing? How are things going for you, buddy? Um, I'm good, my guy. Thanks for asking. Hope you are well as well. I'm good. Even though that I might be rough in the throat, the voice. Um, I'm still able to get this out for you guys, because I know it is very important for you, not just you specifically, but the massive amount of you Aquarius is out there, and maybe if not, maybe even for some of you binge watchers of our channel. Anyway, with the healing, it's like, do you see how like each layer is a different color? Like, look at that. It's just like a one massive line of flow, healing every single layer, or healing every single chakra if you go to that level. You know, I hope you feel better. Thanks for taking the time to give us a reading. Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you very much for wishing me some wishes of being better. We also do have Dance of Emptiness. Thank you for being here. I am also here. Thanks for the reading. Love it. I appreciate your comment, and also for your presence in this lovely live for you. Thank you very much. Um, but it's like when it comes to the healing, it's like not only is it like you know if you want to get you know qigong or tai chi style into it, like the Dantians. But there's also like um, spiritual side of things where it's like the chakra points when it comes to like more Vedic style. Um, then there is like um, you know energy draw points when it comes to the more like if you're more of the Scandinavian culture, because I know there are some of you that are from like Sweden or Norway or Finland or Denmark, to name a few. If not, maybe even Germany, because I know Germany does have a little bit of some Nordic culture in them. So if you guys are from that area, I want to let you know that I'm giving a shout out to you guys. Oh, you're from Cologne, Germany? That's sweet. Well, thank you for being here from all the way in Germany. Yeah. Um, yeah. So there's like, um, a lot of other cultures out there that could be of significance to the you know Nordic culture. Um, because like the Germanic culture is like a branch like a branch out of the culture of Nordic style. So yeah. Anyone else that may be from that area? Maybe going as much as maybe the Baltics, such as Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Uh, Maybe very, very specific cities within Kaliningrad, like the more Prussian side of Kaliningrad. If you're from that area, feel free to comment down below. Um, so we got DB. How you doing? Um, and it's Lou, right? Um, so Lou said, "I'm from Houston, Texas." I resonate with the rodeo references. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Texas is a big time rodeo area. Like, you could get it from like Houston, Dallas, San Jose. Um, let's see, any other locations in Texas that I can think of? Um, I know of a very few areas in Texas, but that's just to start off the list. Yeah, Austin, Texas. Yeah. Hey, hey, deja vu. BH Louis. Like the color. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're almost about done with our card reading. Because we have only one last card after the healing card that popped out. So, yeah. Um, if anyone is about to head out because they got to do some stuff, I want to thank you for joining in, being a part of this. The people that are about to, you know, hop offline because they got some, personal stuff to do, which is fine. But feel free to catch up on what's left out of our reading. But anyone who is still staying in, feel free to listen in on the last little bit of our reading. Uh, you know, catch up on some things if need be. Yeah. Um, I feel like you guys are the side of energy where it's like not only are you angels, but you are the presence of what is called the um, what you call it, the not only is it like the disciples, because I know there are a lot of you who are more disciple led energy, but there are a lot of you Aquariuses out there that are maybe more what you call it, it's the very top level list of angels before it becomes like, God tier, um it was above cherub, seraphim, that's what I meant. So apostles, yeah, that could be a resonance too. So if you guys are connected to apostles, seraphim, or disciples, that could be of resonance to you guys when it comes to, uh, the sound of the universe, the alignment, the healing card, um, and then this very final card that I'm about to tell you, which is called Earth. So with the Earth card, it states nurture nature. So it's kind of just like um, you are not only just an angel, you're not just only this godly ascended being, but you also have like this capability of being a earth angel. That's how special you are, Aquarius. Is that, wherever you walk to, whatever step you take, it's like, do you remember that song that came out a long time ago? I think it was like in the 90s or the 80s or something like that, where it's like, um, every move you make, every step you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. It's kind of like that song where, yeah, it might be creepy, but also there is a very specific fine line in the lyrics that might be of resonance to you, Aquarius. Um, where it's like every step you take, every move you make, uh, you guys are brilliant. But it's like after those phrases get said, it's like there's someone else that is out there watching you. But it's like the thing is that don't bother with watching over the person that is watching you. I just saw the comment that D Blue said. Um, D Blue said this is my second time hearing that today. I told someone my birthday is 2/2, uh, and the guy said I'm an Earth angel. Yeah, yeah, it's very true right there. And then this is where things get really funny. Deep Blue said, "I'll be missing you by a Diddy, by P Diddy." So yeah, there could be a P Diddy type of energy watching over, but it's like you Aquarius is energetically, physically, mentally, you go far and beyond that energy. You're you're beyond statement, you know? You're not just a statement, you're an energy, you know? Uh yeah, yeah. So it's basically like you guys are um in a stance where it's just like everybody is going like I need to watch the Aquarius. I need to see what they're doing. But the thing is that you Aquarius are far and beyond where they stand. So when it comes to the Earth card as well, maybe some of you guys could be in the more Native American energy. So if you guys maybe have like some Cherokee energy, some Lakotan energy, to at least name a few. Um, kind of like the energies that like do, like for example, like the ayahuasca, which can be kind of negative sometimes. But however, Native Americans are kind of more upon the, you know, you know, it's not positive or negative. It's just energy type of a crowd, you know. So it's like um, basically when it comes to Native American culture, uh, the Native American people that are listening in right now, that are from the Native American tribes, um, you could be receiving um, energy where it's like um, kind of more along the lines of this is Gaia, you know, the mother of the earth, or if not mother of the earth, maybe Mother Earth. Maybe that could be what you present for some of you Native American people out there, um, because I know each Native American culture states these connections differently. So yeah. So Buddha said, healing energy like the earth. The earth has so many foods and plants that are healing. Exactly. Not only is there like the meat, like the hunter side of the tribes, but it's like there are also like the herbalists, like the people that collect plants for a living and use them for foods and medicines and ointment and things like that. So yeah, that's what comes through is like it's an energy where not only do you connect in healing, speaking of with the healing card, but also connecting in, like rooting into the earth or rooting into the trees, rooting into the plants, things like that. So, anyway, that is what I'm going to leave it to you guys with. I thank you very much for being here. It's been a good about maybe 2 hours worth, maybe if not more, worth of being with you guys. So I want to thank you very much for being here. Maybe catch me in our next live that we put out. Um, love and light to you guys. Feel free to hit that like button if you have really liked it sincerely and enjoyed it, continually on and so forth. Um, Maybe even go to that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you're brand new here, and go to the top notification bell and hit that, so then you can be able to see any future, maybe specifically Aquarius live readings, or maybe even as well as not just live readings, but maybe future down the line shorts for Aquarius that we put out. So feel free to listen in on that, if you feel called to do so. Then there's also the share button. So if you guys want to share it to anybody that you feel inclined to give it to show it to, you can. It can be to maybe a good friend of yours, maybe to a lover of yours, if maybe if you're not, if either if you're a fellow Aquarius, or if you are in love with the Aquarius and you're seeing this for the Aquarius, um, or if not, maybe if this is for a family member who is of the Aquarius that you want to send it to, feel free to. It can be done in any which way you want when you press the share button, because it'll give you the multiple options to go through when it comes through with that. Either you can do this during the live session and or during the aftermath in our live. So if you want to do it after our live goes out, you can at any given point in time. Then there's the comment section down below. So if you want to send in a question, any comment, any compliment, whatever it may be, even if it's a query, feel free to send it. Because I'm always listening in either during the live or aftermath of the live. So feel free to send it in. Also, before our live ends, we do have a scroll bar full of emojis. So if you feel like you want to be emoji press happy, feel free to go by and do that. So that should be somewhere down below, or maybe if not, somewhere off to the side, if you see it somewhere around there. But if it's down below, it should be above the comment section. But anyway, also there should be somewhere around here a heart. So if you see a heart somewhere around here, and not only did you like this live, but you also loved the live, please feel free to hit that heart button. It shows that you loved it. So if you don't see it, then just go crazy with the hearts, either in the comment section or in the emoji scroll wheel that you want to go to. Other than that, I want to thank you very much for being here. Again, I wish you all well. Love and light to y'all. And as always, peace.